Hi Pisces, welcome to Mirror Mirror on the Wall. This is basically just a focus more on your inner world and how you can progress and change as opposed to the love readings, because I know sometimes we can be bothered with love. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. So for your emotions, what are Pisces emotions? You've got the Eight of Chalices in reverse. Now this card came out too soon at first, so then I put it back in the deck. I kept shuffling, it came out again. So the focus, this Eight of Chalices in reverse, it's like kind of like a fearful energy of wanting to move on. I feel it's almost like an Eight of Swords upright or Eight of Athame in this deck, where it's where you feel kind of reluctant to move on, or reluctant to go for dreams, or reluctant to progress into something that is very meaningful for you. Um, with this being in the reverse position, and with it paired up with the wild hunt in this deck, I'm sure it's quite obvious to what is equivalent to. um, and then the Two of Pentacles in reverse. What I feel like your emotions are focused on right now, Pisces, is the emotions are on how um, you may be well aware that something needs to change and that the status quo needs to be shaken up a bit and truth needs to be revealed as opposed to illusions. Very reluctant to take the necessary steps to lift any blindfolds or veils. Scared to move on or scared to execute. Maybe lacking the enthusiasm to change. And what I love about this deck of cards is each card has an animal alley and an herb or plant which further relates or further helps portray the meaning of the card. And for this one, you have a rooster, which is a symbol of like daybreak and awakenings. And then you have rue that is growing on the bottom there, and the rue is to banish negativity and protection. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffing. I have a cold, so forgive me. And what is affecting your emotions? You've got the Four of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this could mean for some of you, you're waiting for some sort of offer, some sort of promotion, and you feel like it's not coming through at your job. Or this can mean stability and just home life. Someone is lacking commitment and a lack of dedication. Home repairs or your home environment and who you share a roof with may be affecting your feeling of self-worth. Wasted efforts put into a community or a group project. You may feel like a reckless wasted use of your time with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Or this could mean like you feel like you've been waiting for something and it hasn't came through yet. News related to a house or a group or a home that you share with a partner that you love, or a home that you wished and desire to share with a partner with your love, especially with this being in the dedication area. I mean, so, ooh, in the kind of like what you're wishing for. I think that was what I was gonna say. Okay. And then you have on this card here the Four of Wands, just like the happy home, celebration, unity, bliss, bringing things together. Maybe some of you are planning something for someone and you want it to go smoothly. No, that just came. So yeah, you've got blue violets going here, and the blue violets are symbolism of well-being, happiness. And you got cicada or cicada. This little insect there, you can't really see it. And that is for happiness and home success. Some of you may be waiting for like information on an apartment or something like that, or a new lease. And how you can help your emotions, or how you can benefit yourself and uplift your energies. You've got the Green Man, and then you've got the Knight of Athamas, as well as the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands normally means taking on too much work, but paired up with this way, and how it is saying that, how you paired up with these three, how it's saying that it can benefit you, Pisces. I feel like it's saying to not think too much, and stop worrying too much, and be decisive would help you. Being decisive would help you emotionally. Adopting an aggression and fiery traits, like kind of like the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So adopting more of the, oh my gosh, sorry, adopting more of the fire kind of like energy, which is aggressive and standing your ground, holding your ground, being charismatic, and being like very unapologetic and stuff like that. You focus more on being like that, and that will help your emotional state. That will bring your emotion. You'll feel more confident if you do things like that. Following your whims and hunches, and taking swift action. Don't like deliberately hold on to anything's any further, like to make a decision boldly. Just move where no one else has moved, or no one else has had the courage to go. Okay, don't be afraid to take on more responsibility. Don't be afraid to show them who's the boss. Choose the road less traveled, is what I feel. Choose the road less traveled. And you've got peppermint here, symbolizing courage, accomplishment, and challenge. And then you've got a badger here for assertiveness and determination. Your family's influencing your life. Well, there seems to be some sort of celebrations here, or celebrations that may be happening or need to be happening. You've got the Two of Chalices and the Three of Chalices. Now, the Chalices is your element, because the Chalices deals with the water signs such as Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So I feel like if there isn't a reason to celebrate with family, find a reason to celebrate with family, and reconcile, or see the good you each bring into each other's lives. Laugh, marry, and be happy. Okay? But you've got to pair it up with the Nine of Athamas. So maybe there may be some worry around a party, or around a reconciliation, or maybe someone you haven't seen in a long time, and you're anxious and nervous and scared. For some of you, or during a surprise, a surprise party for someone. Okay, and then you've got water lilies here, growing in the poem, and water lilies are symbols of plants of happiness and connection. And then you got pheasants, which is gracefully flying above them, and it symbolizes warmth, harmony, and confidence. Your work ethic, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is beautiful for work ethic, and then you've got the World Tree in reverse. I love the World Tree, how they're depicted in this card, is because it's got all the seasons in there, showing a sign of completion, happiness, transformation, wishes fulfilled, and goals reached. But you've got it in reverse. So I feel like for this coming up in reverse for your work, in the areas to do with your work, you may be noticing that more money, more problems, and the more success you have, the more problems that maybe having to start creating for yourself. And others of you, you may have just made an investment on something, and you're waiting to see the results of your labor. You may have put down a payment on something, or you're looking for work in a new country. This can actually symbolize the whole new meaning of moving somewhere else, or trying to move into another, or like you're trying to form connections in a new country. And then the plants, what's growing around the raft, around the pentacle, the wreath going around the pentacle is cinquefoil. And cinquefoil symbolizes prosperity, wealth, and success. And then you have sheep, which is for well-being, abundance, and generosity. Okay? Do you hear this candle? It's like a firecracker. What? Sorry. I'm sorry, this is annoying. It's blow my nose. I don't want to discuss you. I'm so sorry. Okay, moving along. How others see you, but this isn't no surprise. You've got the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. That generosity, childlike warmth. This is like standard Pisces energy, which is brilliant and beautiful, by the way. But I feel like others see you as being very giving and generous with a comfortable home or warmth. Someone may want to reminisce and bring back old times, some significance around maybe a childhood home. And some of you may be moving back in with family members or visiting family. And those of you who have children, others admire the way you are raising your children and beliefs and values you are instilling in them. Okay? You should be focusing on the fact that the worst is now behind you. I love the way how this Ten of Athamas is depicted in this spread. It's brilliant to me. As well as the Nine of Chalices that came out with it as well. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, the wish is granted card. Both of these are portrayed beautifully. And what I feel like it's saying is, if you focus on the worst being behind you and your manifestation skills, affirmations and daily rituals that can help clear your mind and make dreams come to you faster, that is where you should direct your time and your energy. If there is someone you need to forgive, then forgive them. Not to say you can forgive and forget. You don't have to forgive and hold on to them. You can let them go if you have to. I don't know if there's internet. If the internet is some sort of importance to you for some reason, I feel, then be active and launch or do whatever has some sort of significance with the internet. And if this message is basically saying to cut back from the internet so that you can focus on like more ritualistic and more like connecting with yourself and your inner guidance, then do that for those of you who this message is for. But then for those of you who need to launch something on the internet, then by all means, get in my belly if I get to do that. And also for those of you who may be separated from someone that you love, then use the internet to share love. Don't feel like you can't connect, because come on, it's 2017. You don't have to wait for letters and mail and all that anymore, even though it's quite romantic. But yeah, you've got a mandrake root for healing and overcoming, which is what she's performing ritualistics to say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. It's kind of what I look at this thing. So she's like sending in, she's got a mandrake root she's about to pop into the cauldron to come make some concussions or some spells. And then it's for banishing negativity as well. And then you've got a boar, a sign of protection and determination and power. Them right there. I feel like you guys want investments. What your hopes and aspirations is. You've got the Wheel of the Year in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and then the High Priest in reverse there. I love the High Priest in this deck as well. So different scenarios. So some of you want investments to pay off. Whatever seed you planted, you want fate to be on your side and either help you win. The heart of an earth sign, which could be the presence of this king here. And this could be a woman. This is a gender neutral reading, being as generalized. So with this King of Pentacles, this is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or you want the stability of someone. Some of you may be wishing to turn back the hands of time when you had someone in your arms or when you felt financially savvy. And then for some of you, You may have liked being under someone else's wing or under someone else's guidance, and you are longing to get it back, or go to an ill practice or an ill way of life, ill faith or belief. You've got basil growing here underneath the wheel of the year. And basil is a sign of good luck, energy, and deflected negativity, and a hawk for empowerment and fearlessness. So this is what you're kind of hoping for. Embody the hawk this month, and maybe use some basil in your wish list. Actually, I actually have a cauldron, a little mini cauldron here, and you could get basil leaves. Oh no, actually that's bay leaves. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Oh, but bay leaves is actually on this one. I didn't read the description because I don't want to read every single one, but there's bay leaves here, which is a sign of good luck. So maybe you should incorporate some bay leaves into your into like rituals, like write on that. This is an old thing, they say bay leaves bring wishes. I don't have any here with me, but if you write on, actually, you know what, 1 second. Ooh. This is my mini cauldron. So if you light this up and put some what's it called in there? Charcoal in there, and then bay leaves, and make some wishes. That may be very beneficial to you this month. Okay, Pisces? I don't ask me why I just did all that, but I just felt like I just got an inclination to do it, so I just did it. Oh. Okay, so how you see yourself this month? Pisces, you see, I created this cauldron as all of them. I'm sorry. You see, this month, and the man or the woman in the mirror, you have the Page of Chalices in reverse, which is kind of like a Pisces card, very romantic, very musically inclined, poetically inclined, very in tune with the artistic self. Look, she's even painting a picture here. And then you've got the Sun card in reverse. These cards can very much pertain to children, or the focus on children, or the youth, or your youthful self, bringing out your youthful spirit. But it also can mean that you feel like you are distracted, possibly have to put things on hold for your children if you have them, and you may feel like your potential isn't being explored, and that there's delays into reaching your goals. And then you may feel like you have to be the hero for everyone else, or you want to know who's going to come save you, or who's going to be your knight in shining armor. Maybe the Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that can help ease your mind, or help to bring dreams to fruition for you. That may be the moon, sun, or rising. Okay, Pisces, that was your meta on the wall. Now let's see what messages is for you from the Native American Oracle. Ooh, I wasn't focused that much. We've got Otter here though, so I think that might pertain to you guys. Let me do another one. What is the message in this reading for Pisces spirit? Wild boar. Wasn't I just talking about wild boars? Yeah, I was, because it was in the Ten of Athame. So this message may be very important for you. Pisces, this is the medicine cards. Native American medicine. So, the wild boar, number 48. Confrontation. Wild Boar teaches us to confront without fear, ripping apart the denials and lies that appear. Testing courage and finding truth, its medicine will remain, a part of every human path, marking the victories we attain. That's the little. Okay, so for confrontation, although the warrior was accustomed to the sultry heat of his Bayou homeland, Bayou, this word is important to me today. I'm sorry, Pisces. Homeland, he was shaken as if from a cold draught. The council of elders had caught him telling a lie. The punishment for his offense was banishment from the tribe. To restore his honor among the people, he would have to face the wild boar with a knife as his only weapon. If he failed, he would die, torn apart by the raging tusk of the fiery-eyed beast. This prospect filled him with dread. Then the spirit of the wild boar came to him in a dream. It was enraged that the young man had broken his warrior's vows by lying. It told him that he would first have to face and conquer the self-important and deceitful beast within himself, if he hoped to survive their combat. The young warrior vowed to honor the truth from that moment forward. He faced the wild boar that day and killed the beast. The warrior kept the tusk of his adversary as a lifelong reminder to always confront the weaknesses within himself. There are several varieties of boar, and this powerful medicine of the warrior clans applies to all of them. The Maya called boar javelina, and the Choctaws saw the razorbacks as wild boar. Its medicine teaches us to confront human weaknesses and to change them into strengths. The human spirit is empowered through wild boar's willingness to confront fears and challenges at hand and uncomfortable circumstances. Courageously standing tall without running from the situations that life presents is powerful medicine indeed. If Wild Boar has charged into your cards today, you are being asked to confront anything or anybody that you have been avoiding. Pay attention, embrace your warrior nature, and find the courage to confront your fears. Only are you being asked to confront a personal weakness or a career challenge. Or are you being asked to confront a personal weakness or a career challenge? It's time to finish a project that you abandoned thinking it might be too difficult to accomplish. Confront your feelings regarding some situation that makes you nervous or causes discomfort and brings yourself to the peace of closure. If you have been procrastinating, Wild Boar is reminding you to avoiding the inevitable. In all cases, it is insisting that you be fully present and mindful of what's happening and why. If you drew this card, you already possess the courage needed to confront all that life offers. Just remember where you hid that courage. Challenges do not simply vanish. Unless you actively embrace your issues, you cannot reclaim your spirit's energy. Half the battle is won through the warrior's willingness to acknowledge and to accept the whole truth at all times. Okay, and then you've got how we doing. Otter came through. That was the first one. I'm not gonna read all because these like a little storytelling. This is about woman medicine. The medicine held by Otter is a set of lessons in female energy. This applies to both men and women, as all of us have female sides. The otter's hide is very often used to make medicine bags for powerful women because it represents balanced female energy. Otter is very caring of its young and will play for hours, performing all types of acrobats. It lives on land but always has its home near water. The elements of water and earth are female elements. At home in both these elements, Otter is the personification of femininity, looking sleek and graceful. Otter is the true coquette of the animal world. So yeah, maybe going back to this King of Pentacles here for what your hopes and dreams are. Maybe you guys want to be more business savvy, want to be able to balance that earth, balance that water with balance that earth with your water energy. Other people express joy for others, anchored in the understanding that all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole tribe. If you have drawn this symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that will bind you or become a burden. In looking at how you learn from Otter's habits, you might look at the joyousness of the receptive side of your nature. Have you given yourself a gift recently? Have you received any message in your meditations? Become Otter and move gently into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the time of balanced female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of woman. Thank you, Pisces. Enjoy the rest of your October.